that it's fun to go out. Except I never leave my house. I'm either at work or home. And it seems kind of pathetic just drinking alone. So if you got nothing going on, have some drinks with Ron.
Look at that. I got all fancy and brought the theme song back. Welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron, and I decided, fuck it, I'm having another drink. You know what? Let's also have some music. What is this episode's copyright violation going to be, Ron, you ask? It's going to be Savoy Brown. Street Corner Talkin'. British band. I've got them in my 70s rock obscure section. I think it's a good spot for them. You got some quality shit. You like it a little bit funky, a little bit British? Check it out. It's my advice to you. We are back to the Still House, America's finest whiskey in a can. And whatever nameless cranberry, apple crisp, moonshine monstrosity this is, it's pretty good. But just a week or so ago, we had Friday the 13th. You know, that's one of those things. Some people, mega superstitious. I did that on a past episode. I should get into that again, rehash some of that. Now that I'm a little bit better at what I do, not just, you know, some guy recording in his room for 4 people. Now it's more like 24 people. But let me digress for the first time this episode. When I was a little kid, that was a thing that I was superstitious about. I mean, a lot of it because we came up in that 80s era where Friday the 13th was more about the movie, really, than the superstition. But yeah, I remember there was one, and I had to just look it up a few minutes ago because I've had the year wrong for a long time. But it's actually Friday, January 13th, 1989. All these years I thought it was 1990. But my mom and I went up, it was my sister's birthday. We went up to New Glarus. I would have been like, I would have been like 9 at the time. Went up to my brother's place in New Glarus. He had one of these old school places, you know, like 12-foot ceilings, and that big hardwood floor, more like a ballroom. And then a couple rooms off the side. Him and one of his buddies from town got a place. I was up there, my little brother, who had been a little tiny. I had a tape recorder, which I had checked out from the school library. That tells you how still in the 80s we were. I remember trying to record cool stuff, because you know, it's what you did. You're a kid, record. You're cool, it'd be like a DJ thing, like you're on the radio. Hey, hey, hey. Did a lot of that. So I remember that. Remember, apparently a few months after Guns N' Roses' second album, the sophomore effort, Guns N' Roses Lies, came out, and man, remember my brother? Thing he's famous for, he will beat the shit out of something, and that held true that night. He played that tape, and I'm telling you, tape, play one side, flip it, boom, the other side, flip it. That's what happened all night. We listened to GNR Lies on repeat. My mom, my brother, my sister, a few other people playing cards all night while we kind of ran around just doing kid things. I said New Glarus, so we drove up. That's, I don't know, hour plus from where I am. And I remember January, it was foggy. I remember driving up, me and my mom, I believe, in the green Pontiac. And we had driving through this fog going super slow. And we had Eddie Rabbit in the tape deck. Again, tape deck. I love a rainy night. And, you know, there's a line, I love a rainy night. I love to see the thunder, watch the lightning as it lights up the sky. You know, Eddie Rabbit did. That's true about it. It's a well-known fact. But I remember it was actually lightning and shit while we're driving up. I still remember it after all these years. But then we got there, and it's just unseasonably warm in January, kind of foggy, and, you know, you get bored. Everybody's drinking beer and having fun. I'm a kid, you know, you can only play that tape recorder so long. So I decided to venture out into New Glarus. Down on the street, and I remember they had music playing all down the street. I don't know, it was some holiday thing, what was going on, but you could hear there was some partying down the street. It sounded like an outdoor thing, people drinking and cavorting about. And yeah, I remember I walked for a few blocks. You know, I said I was like 9, so didn't go too far, but clearly it stuck with me. There's big meat processing, probably old school, like Swiss kind of architecture. It's kind of, if you know anything about New Glarus, Wisconsin, there's a lot of that influence. The New Glarus Brewery, famous for spotted cow, is there. So yeah, it's kind of a thing. And I remember, walking over there. I think it's where my brother was working at the time. Yeah, it's just crazy. I just here Friday the 13th, January, and I thought, oh, when we had one of those? I said I was a kid. Friday the 13th is a big deal. So, all night you're looking for, like, things that are gonna happen. And my brother walking, just fucking little guy, probably 3, 4, just fall sideways into the wall, like it looked like somebody pushed him. Just fucking smacked his head, and it was like, oh, Friday the 13th. See what just happened? He was still Nathan at the time. It was not Mort yet. Mort wouldn't be, that moniker wouldn't be earned for a few years. I should probably wrap this up. My kid is coming to take over the basement to do audio editing. Oh man, you talk about swelling with pride. My kid's audio editing. Tear right there if my eyes weren't so fucking dry that it's painful. But yeah, like I said, I brought the intro back in for this episode, and I've got a sound effects ordeal here for the podcast. So and check that out. We've got sound effects back. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go a little bit more. Kind of play up that old school radio DJ, hey, type of
Catching a stray.
just, whatever. So, yeah, I might go more to the sound effects machine from here on out. I don't know. Let me know what you think. It's, fuck. Okay. See, the last episode, I hammered my drink right at the end, and that's because I did not want to pay the wrath of Todd fine. Then I got another one, and man, that cranberry. I hate to say it. I mean, I could lie to you because you can't see in my cup, but that'd just be wrong. That's bad karma. So, I don't think I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to have to shut her down, and therefore, I will have to pay one crisp dollar bill. Sadly, into the wrath of Todd fine bucket. But I'll still give her a pull before I shut this down. But the ice cubes are too small for me to hammer this. Give one lodge to my throat. I'd choke, I'd gasp, would probably throw up fucking cranberry and canned liquor. It would be great for entertainment value, but I don't really want to go through it. So, for Drinks with Ron, I'm Ron, signing off.